Hello, everyone. My name is Margaret Flock. I'm a yoga teacher and author of A Complete Guide to Yin Yoga. So, this 56 card deck helps you design a custom practice suited for your specific body. I'm going to leave this direct link in the description below if you guys would like to purchase that. And I have selected 4 cards today, 4 beautiful poses that's going to really help you get a good night's sleep. So this is the first video in our series Into the Night. This is Yin Yoga for Bedtime. So I know a lot of people out there, I know I've experienced it before, where I'm laying in bed and my body just doesn't feel 100%. Just like I feel like my body's relaxed, but not all the way. And yin is a fantastic practice to help with that. With these long held deep stretches, we can really get deep into the connective tissues. And this just helps all that tension float away so that you can get an even deeper sleep. So today's class will be focused on sunset, letting go of the day. Each week for the next 7 weeks, we're going to be exploring a different aspect of the night. And today, we're just going to let the day float away with those elements of sunset. We're going to be getting into the hips today. And our first one is going to be sleeping swan for the hips. And just start in tabletop position. And slide the right knee forward in between the hands. You can also slide the left leg back. Now, if this is inaccessible to you, you can take deer pose by connecting the knee to your foot and just folding over. That's another option. I'm going to take sleeping swan with you guys. Go ahead and just relax all the way down over that front knee. We're going to hold this one for 5 minutes. So if it's your first time here, the way I do it is I have this really awesome sand timer, and that kind of helps you have a visual so you know where we are in the pose. Please review the safety guidelines as well. I'll link that video below, and the 3 rules of yin yoga. But I'll just give you guys a quick little recap. Please go watch it. But in a nutshell, you just want to be very gentle with your body. If your body tells you to back out, please back out. There's no reason to overdo it or push. We're going to be targeting the right hip with this one, so make sure you're feeling that stretch. If you aren't, find a different variation, maybe a different pose, maybe a whole different hip stretch. I'll be announcing all the target areas for each pose. So just make sure that you are indeed feeling that stretch. And of course, in today's practice, we're going to be holding these for a little longer since it is an evening practice. Make sure whatever variation you choose, you can sustain for that full 5 minutes. Now, I'll just let you relax here. Let it go. Use this moment to just observe the tension as it floats away. Each one of these classes will come with a journal prompt. I'll leave that in the description so you can write it down in your notes. But it never hurts to start that process of reflection. Our question for today is, what am I still carrying from today that I'm ready to set down? Beautiful work. Go ahead and press yourself up just very carefully and slowly here. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, and slide that right leg back. When you're ready, we'll do the same stretch on the other side. Sleeping swan, this time the left knee forward, right leg straight back. If you'd like to take that deer variation with the knee connected to the foot, please do. And go ahead and just relax down over this left knee. We'll stay here for 5 minutes as well. You're going to feel this stretch in the right hip. Sleeping Swan was one of the first poses I thought of when I started to create this nighttime series. First of all, there is that element of surrender in this pose. Technically, it is a forward fold. However, we are more laying down on our bellies here. Just with that added hip stretch, you might be propped up with your elbows or your hands. Just gives a different vibe than some of these other forward folds. Definitely not as spinal, that's for sure. The hips can be a very emotional place in our bodies. Carries a lot of that watery, pent up, emotional This practice of yin, I always talk about body awareness, but it's important to consider emotional awareness as well, especially in evening hours. I find towards the end of the evening is the time for me to process all the events of the day, which can bring up certain feelings. And I don't know about you guys, but in the evening hours, my mind is more clouded with emotion rather than the morning. I feel more logic. I encourage you to just allow these emotions to flow. Just like we notice the sensations in the body, we can observe sensations in our energy field. Our emotions, I see them as simply energy in motion. It's important to be with them, sit with them without trying to make them change or be something different. Instead of putting a label on it, feeling good or feeling bad, just allow these feelings to naturally come through you. Ride the wave of that sensation as they naturally pass. When you're ready, press yourself up. Curl the back toes under, lift the hips, and slide that left knee back. We're going to come into child's pose from here. So sit the hips down onto the heels. Press the forehead down. Just take this moment in stillness here. Allow that wave of sensation to flow through your body. As a result of that stretch, when you're ready, slowly rock forward into tabletop position. Curl the toes under, lift the hips and press back. Downward facing dog. Take this moment to either sway the hips from side to side, or it might feel good to bend out one knee and the other. There is really no right or wrong here. Just moving how it feels good to move. Breaking that tension from the stretch. You can also find tabletop if down dog is too much for you. Maybe just sway the hips. Great work. For this next pose, we're going to do dragonfly. This is going to target the inner thighs. So I would face the long edge of your mat if I was you. Go ahead and just bring the legs wide and start to hinge forward. You can either be on the hands, maybe down to the elbows, maybe you're all the way down. Either way, make sure that you are feeling that inner thigh stretch. That's going to be the common denominator here. We're going to set this timer for 5 minutes. And if this is not good for you, let's just say you're not feeling the stretch here, it could be because you have a forward pelvic tilt. That means your pelvis is kind of tilted forward here and you're kind of trying to compensate through the spine. Maybe you just have a tight low back or hips. You can also take frog pose as well by starting on the hands and knees and coming down. That's going to access the inner thigh as well. However, I will be staying here with you guys in dragonfly. This one, I would say, is my favorite stretch out of all of the yin poses that we do. I try to do this every day, and I just love the stretch that it gives me. If you wanted to, you could incorporate a bolster in here. If it's too much to be propping yourself up, you can just relax down on a bolster or a pillow or a couch cushion if you don't have one. This one is similar to Sleeping Swan in that it is still a forward fold. But again, it's really less spinal. We're kind of more tilted forward here, which makes the stretch a little bit more yin. They're all yin really, but the lower body can be considered more yin than the upper body stretches. Simply because there is less effort that it takes to keep ourselves upright. Beautiful work. Start to just slowly, gently press yourself up. Slowly close the legs. Make your way all the way down onto your back for pentacle pose. Another restorative pose. And we practice to integrate that stretch. So just observe your body here, the natural rise and fall, those sensations going down in the lower half of you. As you're ready, draw the knees into your chest. You can move any way that feels good, but it might feel good to just make circles with the knees. Both directions. You rock from side to side. Straighten and extend the legs. All right. Great work, you guys. Go ahead and stay right here on your back. The next pose we're going to get into is twisted roots. So this is going to be a twist for the spine. As you can see, our category is the spinal twist, but you might feel this in the low back as well. So go ahead and just cross the right leg over the left and drop both knees all the way down over to the left. Oof, my back just popped there. If it did for you, no worries, that's normal. Just as long as you're able to feel this twist, and we'll stay for 5 minutes here. Another beautiful pose of surrender. None of these poses that we practice will ever include any elements of force or pushing. Yin is a different mindset than other forms of exercise. I encourage you to just allow the body to unfold naturally over time. You're not actually getting any more benefits by pushing yourself to go deeper than you need to be. And in fact, that attitude can be detrimental to your body over time, at least in this practice. Beautiful work. Go ahead and slowly draw the knees back in. Switch the cross of the legs, left knee over right. Then drop both knees over to the right side. You'll feel this twist going in the other direction. Stay for 5 minutes here as well. And so at this point, you might be experiencing your body start to unfold. Just as the night unfolds. Twists help us let go what no longer serves us. Letting go of the events of the day. Thoughts as they pass through your mind. Allowing each thought to just pass through the mind as they present themselves. There's no reason to latch on. Just allow them to present and then pass through. What am I still holding on to from the day I'm ready to let go of now? Relax the muscles that aren't keeping you in the pose. Relax your face. Relax breath. As you're ready, draw the knees back into center. Uncross the legs and extend them out long. Pentacle pose. And you guys can just stay here. I'm going to go ahead and make this one our final resting pose. Shavasana. I'm going to read you aloud what this card says. Just lie flat on your back. Relax. This is similar to Shavasana or final resting pose. Finding stillness creates space for you to observe the sensations happening through your body. So just relax all your muscles, your face. Surrender your weight of your body into the mat. As the sun sets and the moon rises, our right brain starts to wake up as our left brain, that logic, starts to go back to sleep. Our creative mind, emotional minds, take this moment to allow your body and your emotions take you on this journey to a place where time no longer exists. If you've fallen asleep here, that's okay. Enjoy your dreams. If you're ready to make your way to bed, start to slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. Make circles through the ankles and the wrists. Stretch your arms all the way back behind you. Big inhale breath. And bend the knees. Make your way to one side. and press yourself up to a seat. Thank you so much for joining me on today's yoga practice, our first into the night yin yoga bedtime series. Next week, we will be doing ocean tides. So that's going to be really getting into the side body as well. And if you would like to order your own deck of cards, I'll leave that in the description. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a beautiful night's sleep. Namaste.